A chronological Bible in 365 episodes. This is episode 249, continuing in Ezekiel 29, also including 2 Kings and Jeremiah. And it came to pass in the 27th year, in the first month, on the first day of the month, that the word of the Lord came to me, saying,
Son of man, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, caused his army to labor strenuously against Tyre. Every head was made bald, and every shoulder rubbed raw. Yet neither he nor his army received wages from Tyre, for the labor which they expended on it.
Therefore, thus says the Lord God, surely I will give the land of Egypt to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. He shall take away her wealth, carry off her spoil, and remove her pillage, and that will be the wages for his army.
I have given him the land of Egypt for his labor, because they worked for me, says the Lord God.
In that day I will cause the horn of the house of Israel to spring forth, and I will open your mouth to speak in their midst. Then they shall know that I am the Lord.
The word of the Lord came to me again, saying,
Son of man, prophesy, and say, Thus says the Lord God, Wail, woe to the day!
For the day is near, even the day of the Lord is near. It will be a day of clouds, the time of the Gentiles.
The sword shall come upon Egypt, and great anguish shall be in Ethiopia, when the slain fall in Egypt, and they take away her wealth, and her foundations are broken down.
Ethiopia, Libya, Lydia, all the mingled people, Chub, and the men of the lands who are allied, shall fall with them by the sword.
Thus says the Lord, Those who uphold Egypt shall fall, and the pride of her power shall come down. From Migdol to Syene, those within her shall fall by the sword, says the Lord God.
They shall be desolate in the midst of the desolate countries, and her cities shall be in the midst of the cities that are laid waste.
Then they will know that I am the Lord, when I have set a fire in Egypt, and all her helpers are destroyed.
On that day messengers shall go forth from me in ships to make the careless Ethiopians afraid, and great anguish shall come upon them, as on the day of Egypt. For indeed it is coming.
Thus says the Lord God, I will also make a multitude of Egypt to cease by the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon.
He and his people with him, the most terrible of nations, shall be brought to destroy the land. They shall draw their swords against Egypt and fill the land with the slain.
I will make the rivers dry and sell the land into the hand of the wicked. I will make the land waste and all that is in it by the hand of aliens. I, the Lord, have spoken.
Thus says the Lord God, I will also destroy the idols and cause the images to cease from Noph. There shall no longer be princes from the land of Egypt. I will put fear in the land of Egypt.
I will make Pathros desolate, set fire to Zon, and execute judgment in No.
I will pour my fury on Sin, the strength of Egypt. I will cut off the multitude of No.
And set a fire in Egypt. Sin shall have great pain, No shall be split open, and Noph shall be in distress daily.
The young men of Avon and of Pi Beseth shall fall by the sword, and these cities shall go into captivity.
At Tahaphanes the day shall also be darkened, when I break the yokes of Egypt there, and her arrogant strength shall cease in her. As for her, a cloud shall cover her, and her daughters shall go into captivity.
Thus I will execute the judgments on Egypt. Then they shall know that I am the Lord.
Then he brought me back to the door of the temple, and there was water flowing from under the threshold of the temple toward the east. For the front of the temple faced east. The water was flowing from under the right side of the temple, south of the altar.
He brought me out by the way of the north gate and led me around on the outside to the outer gateway that faces east, and there was water running out on the right side.
When the man went out to the east with the line in his hand, he measured 1,000 cubits, and he brought me through the waters. The water came up to my ankles.
Again he measured 1,000 and brought me through the waters, the water came up to my knees. Again he measured 1,000 and brought me through. The water came up to my waist.
Again he measured 1,000, and it was a river that I could not cross, for the water was too deep, water in which one must swim, a river that could not be crossed.
He said to me, Son of man, have you seen this? Then he brought me and returned me to the bank of the river.
When I returned there, along the bank of the river were very many trees on one side and the other.
Then he said to me, This water flows towards the eastern region, goes down into the valley, and enters the sea. When it reaches the sea, its waters are healed.
And it shall be that every living thing that moves, wherever the rivers go, will live. There will be a very great multitude of fish, because these waters go there, for they will be healed, and everything will live wherever the river goes.
It shall be that fishermen will stand by it from En-Gedi and to En-Eglam. They will be places for spreading their nets. Their fish will be of the same kinds as the fish of the great sea, exceedingly many.
But its swamps and marshes will not be healed. They will be given over to salt.
Along the bank of the river on this side and that will grow all kinds of trees used for food. Their leaves will not wither, and their fruit will not fail. They will bear fruit every month, because their water flows from the sanctuary. Their fruit will be for food, and their leaves for medicine.
Thus says the Lord God, These are the borders by which you shall divide the land as an inheritance among the 12 tribes of Israel. Joseph shall have 2 portions.
You shall inherit it equally with one another, for I raised my hand in an oath to give it to your fathers, and this land shall fall to you as your inheritance.
This shall be the border of the land on the north, from the great sea by the road to Hethlon, as one goes to Zedad,
Hamath, Beratha, Sibrium, which is between the border of Damascus and the border of Hamath, to Hazar Hadikon, which is on the border of Haran.
Thus the boundary shall be from the sea to Hazar Enon, the border of Damascus. And as for the northward, it is the border of Hamath. This is the north side.
On the east side you shall mark out the border from between Haran and Damascus, and between Gilead and the land of Israel, along the Jordan and along the eastern side of the sea. This is the east side.
The south side, toward the south, shall be from Tamar to the waters of Meribah by Kadesh, along the brook to the great sea. This is the south side, toward the south.
The west side shall be the great sea from the southern boundary until one comes to the point opposite Hamath. This is the west side.
Thus you shall divide this land among yourselves according to the tribes of Israel.
It shall be that you'll divide it by the lot as an inheritance for yourselves, and for the strangers who dwell among you, and who bear children among you. They shall be to you as native born among the children of Israel. They shall have an inheritance with you among the tribes of Israel.
And it shall be that in whatever tribe the stranger dwells, there you shall give him his inheritance, says the Lord God.
Now these are the names of the tribes from the northern border along the road to Hethlon, at the entrance of Hamath, to Hazar Enon, the border of Damascus northward, in the direction of Hamath. There shall be one section for Dan, from its east to its west side.
By the border of Dan, from the east side to the west, one section for Asher.
By the border of Asher, from the east side to the west, one section for Naphtali.
By the border of Naphtali, from the east side to the west, one section for Manasseh.
By the border of Manasseh, from the east side to the west, one section for Ephraim.
By the border of Ephraim, from the east side to the west, one section for Reuben.
By the border of Reuben, from the east side to the west, one section for Judah.
By the border of Judah, from the east side to the west, shall be the district which you shall set apart, 25,000 cubits in width, and in length the same as one of the other portions, from the east side to the west, with the sanctuary in the center.
The district that you shall set apart for the Lord shall be 25,000 cubits in length, and 10,000 in width.
To these, to the priests, The holy district shall belong. On the north, 25,000 cubits in length. On the west, 10,000 in width. On the east, 10,000 in width. And on the south, 25,000 in length. The sanctuary of the Lord shall be in the center.
It shall be for the priests of the sons of Zadok, who are sanctified, who have kept my charge, who did not go astray when the children of Israel went astray, as the Levites went astray.
And this district of land that is set apart shall be to them a thing most holy by the border of the Levites.
Opposite the border of the priests, the Levites shall have an area 25,000 cubits in length and 10,000 in width. And its entire length shall be 25,000, and in its width 10,000.
And they shall not sell or exchange any of it. They may not alienate this best part of the land, for it is holy to the Lord.
The 5,000 cubits in width that remain along the edge of the 25,000 shall be for general use for the city, for the dwellings and common land, and the city shall be in the center.
These shall be its measurements. The north side 4,500 cubits, the south side 4,500, the east side 4,500, and the west 4,500.
The common land of the city shall be to the north 250 cubits, to the south 250, to the east 250, to the west 250.
The rest of the length alongside the district of the holy section shall be 10,000 cubits to the east and 10,000 to the west. It shall be adjacent to the district of the holy section, and its produce shall be food for the workers of the city.
The workers of the city from all the tribes of Israel shall cultivate it.
The entire district shall be 25,000 cubits by 25,000 cubits, foursquare. You shall set apart the holy district with the property of the city.
The rest shall belong to the prince, on the one side and on the other of the holy district, and of the city's property, next to the 25,000 cubits of the holy district as far as the eastern border, and the westward next to the 25,000 as far as the western border, adjacent to the tribal portions. It shall belong to the prince. It shall be the holy district, and the sanctuary of the temple shall be in the center.
Moreover, apart from the possession of the Levites and the possession of the city which are in the midst of what belongs to the prince, the area between the border of Judah and the border of Benjamin shall belong to the prince.
As for the rest of the tribes from the east side to the west, Benjamin shall have one section.
By the border of Benjamin, from the east side to the west, Simeon shall have one section.
By the border of Simeon from the east side to the west, Issachar shall have one section.
By the border of Issachar, from the east side to the west, Zebulun shall have one section.
By the border of Zebulun from the east side to the west, Gad shall have one section.
By the border of Gad, on the south side, toward the south, the border shall be from Tamar to the waters of Meribah by Kadesh, along the brook to the great sea.
This is the land which you shall divide by lot as an inheritance among the tribes of Israel. And these are their portions, says the Lord God.
These are the exits of the city, on the north side, measuring 4,500 cubits.
The gates of the city shall be named after the tribes of Israel. The 3 gates northward, 1 gate for Reuben, 1 gate for Judah, and 1 gate for Levi.
On the east side, 4,500 cubits, 3 gates, 1 gate for Joseph, 1 gate for Benjamin, and 1 gate for Dan.
On the south side, measuring 4,500 cubits, 3 gates, 1 gate for Simeon, 1 gate for Issachar, and 1 gate for Zebulun.
On the west side, 4,500 cubits with their 3 gates, 1 gate for Gad, 1 gate for Asher, and 1 gate for Naphtali.
All the way around shall be 18,000 cubits, and the name of the city from that day shall be, The Lord is There.
Now it came to pass in the 37th year of the captivity of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, in the 12th month, on the 27th day of the month, that evil Merodach, king of Babylon, in the year that he began to reign, released Jehoiakim, king of Judah, from prison.
He spoke kindly to him and gave him a more prominent seat than those of the kings who were with him in Babylon.
So Jehoiakim changed from his prison garments, and he ate bread regularly before the king all the days of his life.
And as for his provisions, there was a regular ration given him by the king, a portion for each day, all the days of his life.
Jeremiah 52. Now it came to pass in the 37th year of the captivity of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, in the 12th month, on the 25th day of the month, that evil Merodach, king of Babylon, in the first year of his reign, lifted up the head of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, and brought him out of prison.
And he spoke kindly to him and gave him a more prominent seat than those of the kings who were with him in Babylon.
So Jehoiakim changed from his prison garments, and he ate bread regularly before the king all the days of his life.
And as for his provisions, there was a regular ration given him by the king of Babylon, a portion for each day until the day of his death, all the days of his life.
You're listening to One Gospel with Heath and Holly. Be sure to like our videos and subscribe.